Well people, it is transfer time, and like I titled the last episode, we are halfway there. 19 games of the actual La Liga season is gone. It is past us. It is in the background. Today we move on to bigger and better ones, as there's some difficult ones and more cup games thrown in there. As welcome back people to episode number 7 of season number 4, the final season of the Barcelona rebuild here on FIFA 22. It's talking about Quique Sanchez Flores as another thing I saw right here. Very nice to see. Rafinha grabs a December Player of the Month award as we are in January, and of course we are back for another one. So if you're excited about this episode already, prematurely, make sure you go down below, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on as well, and all that good stuff. The links are in the descriptions to other pages, and the like button's there to be hit. I appreciate all the help you guys give me, as today you can see 4 games in January, and we'll probably get onto maybe deadline day as well after these 4 games, and we'll probably get another cup game or cup games threaded into this month as we have Sevilla away from home in the relegation zone, but I don't know what to do about that. I think I actually might play that one. Then we've got Atletico, then we've got Elche in the league, and Celta Vigo. It's not the easiest of run-ins, I will say that for free. We want to do well in the Supercopa whilst also maintaining how we've done in the league. There's an offer or an approach for Dani Olmo actually from Leicester City, and that might have to go through. He's never really hit the ground running at us. He did cost quite a bit of money as Manchester City, 102 million for Ronnie Araujo, which is straight up rejected. Pay his release clause or you don't get him, as Dani Olmo will leave the club at the end of his contract. That settled the speculation over his transfer rumours, as there's an interesting couple of players in the England job. We can take them. They only want quarterfinals. It's a bit surprising actually. I thought England would want more, as Sevilla are still in 18th. Progression assessment. We've got youth players hopefully playing well. Well, I hope anyway, but looks like the board don't see it that way. As have we had cup games threaded through? More cup games? Not yet. You can see what game we have in the Champions League as well next month, as Sevilla away from home in 18th isn't going to be the easiest game, but I think I am going to simulate it. You can see Olmo now in the reserves as Gavi should I say, is on the bench, as the team is Ter Stegen, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Araujo and Cucurella, Fabian, Pedri and De Jong, with Rafinha, Player of the Month, Fati and Carlson, which I think I am going to go with. How will it do against Sevilla in Seville? Please don't drop points here. Simming against the team down below, and we thrashed them. They are really in trouble. Cucurella, Jordan for them, Frankie De Jong with a brace, and Ansu with one minute to go. And straight onto the Supercopa. That's a good one, as Manager of the Year has gone to Carlo Ancelotti. I'm guessing last season plays a big part in that, because I would want that. Unbeaten this year apart from Leicester once. As the Supercopa, we are going to change the team up for slightly, even though I do want to win everything. The league form as it's going is really important to me for some reason, so a couple of rotations in there. Still very strong players, I would say. And how far off are the youth? We've got Gil Depay and Villanueva, or not youth but injured. They're still a bit off, I'm pretty sure, so we'll make them changes. Just the 4, as Duran goes in goal, Lenglet, Fernandez and Unal. Fabian still on the bench, De Ligt and Fati, all them players still on the bench to come on if they need to do. As it is Atletico Madrid, we beat them 3-0. They are underperforming this season. As here we go, first game of this episode, the Supercopa, on the 16th of January 2025. And the team that we face, Atletico de Madrid, it is Jan Oblak, Colin Dagba, Emerick Laporte, Lucas Hernandez and Tune Cooper Miners, with Marcus Paulo coming into the team. And he's in his position? No, he's on the other wing. Broja, Robertson, Marino, Bowen and João Felix up top. Still the heavily rotated team for the red side of Madrid, as Dagba goes and gets the ball back in the defence. It's going to be a difficult game. This, of course, a one-off knockout one. We are still unbeaten apart from one, like I keep saying, and I want to keep that up. The defeat, of course, that we got, I don't mind, as well as Duran, now 82 rated, the goalkeeper. His first appearance for me in-game, I'm pretty sure, and I want to see how he does. He's been here almost from the start. As you know, that was a terrible pass, trying to get it through Marino. As Robertson Looks out wide into Jared Bowen. Mazraoui comes across slightly. They're playing a lot better than they did at home when we absolutely thrashed them. As Marino loses it though, into Lenglet. Now Frankie de Jong will look to get that through to Rafinha, and what a ball that is. It's Rafinha running through on goal. Player of the month. Straight at Oblak. And Robertson through to João Felix right there. Plays a 1-2. João Felix slightly through the middle. Marino running with the ball, and what a challenge, Mazraoui. Absolutely perfect. Not a good ball from Frankie though. It's now Jared Bowen into João Felix. Run through the middle. Mazraoui with a toe on it again. He is playing so good this season. It is unreal. As now Enes Ünal looking to go over the top, looking for Carlson. Terrible ball. Oh well, as now João Felix out wide. Mikel Merino into Cooper Miners. That's a ball dipped in and Lenglet away. Robertson on it. He gets it around the corner into Jared Bowen. Now João Felix. Atletico in our box all the time now. As Mazraoui hits the deck. Came through him. Bowen with the shot. And the first big save of the game is Duran's to make. As half an hour in, Atletico Madrid know it's a one-off and they are pushing for it at Camp Nou. As Cucurella at the front post easily chests that one away, and we know how much we love counter-attacks. Carlson, just cover him. Cucurella's going on a run. Ünal in the middle. Rafinha's through. That's a rough challenge. And Hernandez lucky to get a yellow, I'd say. And almost half-time in this one as Dagba. Now it's Marcus Paulo into Dagba again. Cucurella jumping in the way. And he gets his pass off. Now Carlson, can we get one before half-time? That will be perfect, because we have been under a bit of pressure in this one. Rafinha cuts inside, goes to try and spray it with the left peg, and Oblak just has to tap it away. Corner ball. And Frankie de Jong to just dip one in. Straight to Oblak. And straight to the changing rooms we go. 0-0 at the break. And I'll take it, you know, we've been under pressure a bit. We'll accept that one as Cooper Miners with the ball forward. Mazraoui with the head on now, onto Ünal. Need to try and grasp it in the second half. We do better in second halves of games, as Carlson doing very well to keep the ball and squeezing it through the gap into Marc Cucurella. In swinger looking for Ünal. Might fall to Frankie here, and it does. Rafinha's onside, pegs it in towards Enes Ünal again. Any other side of Oblak and that's in. Just unlucky as Ronnie Araujo. That is woeful. Why are you not looking for Mazraoui with that pass? Why are you going forward to Rafinha? Robertson now into Amano Broja. They're going to put the pressure on. Dagba now to Broja again. And João Felix to run at us slightly. Can we get across and make a tackle? We don't. Now Jared Bowen. He goes out wide into Marcus Paulo. Marino Duran. Perfect save from our goalkeeper. Just what we needed, as they've still got a corner. I'd love if he got a clean sheet, but with the pressure they're putting on us, doesn't look likely, especially when there's got to be a winner. As Carlson dashing away with this one is the Swede. No pressure really on him. Ünal inside of him. Can he pass it right there? He does. Ünal from range. Saved easily. Game continues to be unresolved as Carlson comes off now for Eze. Make a change right there as Ünal gets the ball passed into him. Frankie de Jong on a little swivel right there into Pedro. We've got de Jong continuing his run. We missed out on him. We passed around him as now João Felix into Marcus Paulo. We had him at Nottingham Forest in the first save of this year. Very decent player as Robertson steps inside of us. Jared Bowen now out wide. Cooper Miners into Marino. Get there, Ronnie Araujo. Whoa. Almost lost it as well as Cucurella to blast that forward. Headed down by Eze into Enzo Fernandez. We've got men in front of us. Pass that off, please. There we go. Enes Ünal from range. Saved. And they'll try and step it up as Marcus Paulo whips it in. Lenglet gets in there with a glancing header. Almost the end of the game right here. I don't want extra time. Can we counter-attack? The Moroccan Eze is through. Doesn't score many, this guy. What can he do right here? Cuts inside of the Madrid defence. And deflected over by Robertson. We'll get Ansu Fati on. We'll pile the pressure on. We want to get this done in 90 minutes if possible. As Ronnie Araujo with the header hopefully at the near post in the centre of the box. Laporte away. Keep this alive please. Lenglet back into Eze. And just stumped by Laporte. Getting nervy for our fatigue side right now as they make another change. Duran just whack this forward mate. René Lido coming on for them. That's a terrible header from Ansu though. Straight onto João Felix. Marcus Paulo. Just keep chasing him out. Back in the middle to João Felix. Paulo again. That's around the corner. They've got a man in the middle. Lenglet with a block. Still try and block it again. It's come into the box. Araujo, whack that. Please, don't want to lose the game. Also didn't want extra time, which the game's going to go to. I'm pretty sure it's not a replay. And of course, you know how bad I am on penalties. We continue, and let's try and get it done in extra time, shall we? We've been decent in extra time lately, not taking it to pens as much. As Ansu with a good dribble on right here. He's got away from his men a little bit. Eze down the wing. Pass that straight back into him first time. Terrible. And Lenglet across the field into Marc Cucurella. Good sprayed pass as Fabian still going forward like he usually does when he comes off the bench. Fernandez gets it now though. And Sanabria. I would love to make a change if I've got any subs left, of course, as Fabian whips that over the top. Mazraoui's always getting there first. And Rafinha on the field. I want him for the league as well, but he's here. As here's Mazraoui on the ball. Steps to the side. Rafinha taps inside. Ansu. Brilliant run. And he's hit the post. Can he finish? He can. He follows up on his own shot. And in the first half, at the end of the first half of extra time, we take a 1-0 advantage into the second half. Brilliant following up from Ansu. We remain on top. Gavi will come on for Frankie de Jong. That's a decent change actually for the second half of extra time as we now lead in it. And I'm very happy with how that's gone. There's Gavi straight away. As soon as he's come on, he's going to get bullied, clipped. As these are a team that likes to bully. I mean, they had a bit of a fight with Manchester City in the Champions League, which they escaped punishment with by the time of recording this episode. Anyway, they have. As there we go, have it back. Ronnie Araujo giving it. And Rafinha, they look like they've lost it. Throwing tackles here, there and everywhere as Fabian chips it over the top looking for Eze. Pressure's on, falls to Ansu, who was onside and Oblak had to save that one. We'll go for a short corner this time. We're in no rush. And Rafinha to try and dribble it around Paulo. Not the best place to give it away as Fabian just picks up on it. We'll try and keep it. We want the winners. Lenglet. It's opened up for the centre-back. And he tries his luck. Just get back now or don't. Header that. Perfect from Clement Lenglet. And Ansu sprays one wide. But that is the final thing of the game. We win in extra time in the Supercopa semi-final. 1-0 against Atletico. It was harder than the last time in the league, that's for sure. But we got the job done in the end. And we're on to the final straight away. You can see who we've got. Real Madrid scoring 3 goals in a 3-2 win, it looks like. Oh no, 4 goals in a 4-2 win against Bilbao. We'll go into this one with our heads held high as we're still unbeaten. It'll have to be a quick turnaround from extra time though. I'm guessing they didn't go to extra time, as what a youth player that is. William Halen. I might have to make a signing today. What a decent player he looks. Just caught my eye, but he won't move again. He's just gone to Hellas Verona. Oh, we can't buy him. As you might see another one on the list, Lionel Messi. I'll show you. Approach to sign. Player holds a grudge against the club. So it's making sure you can't just re-sign him for Barcelona, which I'm guessing people just do here on FIFA 22. So yes, it can't happen. As much as the dream I wanted to make a reality for the last half of the season, we cannot. Trust me, as much as I wanted to get him through the door, we cannot, as this is the team for the final. Duran does keep his place in goal. De Ligt comes in. Fernandez stays in because he got a bit of a rest. Ansu comes straight back in up front. Eze on the wing and Carlson. You can see Ronnie Araujo and the likes are still a little bit tired as I'm going to shove Carrasco on the bench. Is he the younger one? No, he's the older one. So yeah, I'll stick the more experienced one onto the bench. And we'll go with that. Tagliafico just kept out over Cucurella, who I think did have a very good game last time out. Keeping that clean sheet. As here we go. Can we get another trophy in the locker? Real Madrid. I've got to say, the Real fans in full force. We don't like playing these in finals, so step it up. There's Courtois in goal. Konate, Militao, Fernandez and Tierney. Finally replaced Savic after that last derby with Mount. Bernardo Silva and Valverde. Pogba, Benzema and Vinny Jr. Good setup for the team that's got the home dressing room in this neutral venue as Ibrahima Konate going over the top. That should be easy for Ronnie Araujo. Slightly tripped. And Pogba to come away with this one. He's got Benzema inside. Chips it far post towards Vinny. Headed away slightly as Ansu to pass this off to Carlson. Let's get running. He's on the right hand side today, but I trust him on either wing. As Mazraoui gets it again. We'll cut inside. Vinny Jr. putting the pressure on as Valverde doing it. They're first to every ball. And that's what we need to be as De Jong wins it in a good position actually. And Ansu releasing Eze. When he's got a free run, this guy, he don't make the most of it. But gets it back to Ansu, who catches Courtois off guard. And it's only took us 8 minutes to score in this one. The final turning out better than the semi, as look at that. Ansu again with a good run. Eze finds him. Courtois' positioning literally terrible. And we get a 1-0 lead again. I want this next trophy as Frankie de Jong keeping another move alive right here. Eze, what can he do right here? He'll just keep it and then he'll try and flick it out to the wing. It goes into Pedri though. Cucurella now on it. Pass that into Ansu. Look at the ball retention right here. Real Madrid not even getting close to us as Cucurella. Time to whip one into Carlson, who's free as a bird. And straight at Courtois. Carlson onto Frankie de Jong right here as he gives it through the gap onto Enzo Fernandez. That's Ansu through again slightly here. Goes for a low shot once more and Courtois saving it. Konate going very close to his own net as Bernardo Silva wins that header down into Mount. Cucurella to easily come across to claim this. Put that through. That's a terrible pass actually. And Benzema onto Vini Jr. Put a lot of faith in Marc Cucurella as well, as that's an easy read for Mazraoui. Back towards his own net though. Bit risky, but Marc's on the ball right here again. The Brighton player of the season in real life, running with it through the middle without any pressure as now Eze. Early chip into the middle towards Pedri. Bit too early, as it looks like we might be able to go the first half unscathed. Mazraoui, Carlson playing 1-2s. Now De Jong round the corner for Carlson. We've got a man in the box. That's a decent ball. Pedri just needs to run a bit quicker. Or Enzo Fernandez, should I say. But he did get the shot on at Courtois as we've got a corner again. We're looking for Ronnie Araujo. That's a drilled ball in, and that's a header one. And Courtois felt the need to save that one. We'll go short just before half-time as Eze can in-swing that one. Looking for Enzo. It's going to fall here. No one gets underneath it, and Courtois saves. It's at half-time. We lead in the final of the Supercopa. This trophy may be on its way back to Barca. However, that is not a sign to stop working for it as Carlson back to Mazraoui. He will jog inside right here. Can he get a pass off? That is terrible. Just give it back to Matthijs de Ligt. I know you're not completely facing him, but it's an easy pass as they're coming forward right here. Mazraoui, Vini Jr. just putting it in for Benzema. Kind of on a plate, but we did get there with the header as Carlson looks straight away for Eze. Militao gets that one. Unlucky with that as now Mazraoui wins a header. Valverde tries to get closer down to us, but Carlson wins that one. And Ansu Fati with a great touch to get into past Nacho. Here is Ansu Fati against Courtois. Now that is going down in Barcelona folklore history. A sublime chip to possibly put the trophy in our cabinet. What a chip that is. Side netting, Courtois stunned, and Ansu Fati has it in the second half. Straight away, 2-0 Barcelona. What a moment as Frankie de Jong now into Carlson. Very impressed with that one, and we've got the run from Ansu again. He wants a hat-trick against his rivals here, since he was a boy, of course, coming through the Barcelona academy. He's always had a grudge against Real as Carlson chips that in. De Jong overhead kick into Eze. Struck it at Konate. They've got a man down, but we play on here through the middle. Enzo tried to keep it alive. Was in fact Federico Valverde who goes down as Isco makes his way onto the field. In fact, I bet you didn't know this, or many didn't. His dog's called Messi. He's a big Barcelona fan at heart. He's the Los Blancos midfielder as Vini Jr. just skips straight past Mazraoui right there. He's got the run through the middle of Karim Benzema, but doesn't opt for him. Mason Mount, Money Mace, making the move over to Madrid. It must involve money. So that was a big tongue twister that. And Duran, he's on for 2 clean sheets in 2. This guy is playing very well. He stake his position in this team for a while as that was a risky throw. Ansu on the left again now, unfortunately, though, as Enes Unal's getting game time. Pass that into Enzo Fernandez. Put that through. And here is Unal. Can the Turk add to Real Madrid's misery? He cannot. He came close, however, as Nino tackled by Matthijs de Ligt onto Enzo Fernandez. And you can see they've even made the same amount of passes as us as I'm going backwards. Even though gaps are going forwards, I'm going to trust Ansu to pull out the right option here. Carlson hits Tierney. We'll try and pass that in, but we go down. And we win a corner anyway. 10 minutes to go. And Gavi's come on for Pedri as well. 10 minutes to just see this trophy. As Ansu with another header. And Courtois saves. So we'll just dip it into the box this time. Looking for Ronnie Araujo. And saved again. Love bringing this trophy back to Barca, as of course it's not the biggest one, not the Champions League ones that we've won, of course, but it's still one that we will definitely take with care as De Jong passes it away and the final whistle is blown. We've done it. We have done it. Supercopa is ours for, I think, the third time, maybe second. I know it's not the first though, and we get it again with a clean sheet. We've done it again as here he is, Frenkie de Jong, to lift the trophy high into the Barcelona sky. Or not even Barca, it's at a neutral venue. We can beat Real Madrid anywhere, seeing off actually both Madrids to get the trophy back to Barcelona where it belongs. And off screen I have sorted this academy off a little bit. Look at the goalkeeper, Valentin Martinez. Looks a revelation. We've got some good ones like Javi Martinez, a wing back / centre back, but I'll leave that up to the next manager like I keep on saying. Whoever it may be, will Guardiola return? Who knows, as Elche are in 19th, who we play next. Probably going to simulate, but hard to pick a team. Some rather tired players pushed out for this one as Ter Stegen comes back in. We can't knock him, he's stayed unbeaten with us, although Duran's kept 2 clean sheets. Lenglet comes in, Fabian Yunal and Rafinha back on that side. Ansu actually on the bench. I trust we can still get a win without him. Elche 19th. Do not let these be the ones to knock us off. As let's see what happens, please. 4-1. Very nice result, however. Ter Stegen actually got injured, our goalkeeper, and Duran had to come on. He conceded his first goal 2 minutes later, but didn't let him knock him as Frenkie de Jong, Yunal, Rico and Rafinha with a late brace gets us over the line. Yeah, never seen a goalkeeper get injured before us. Ter Stegen's broken tailbone injury will see him out for 5 months. That's potentially season ending, of course, isn't it? So Duran, in simulated games, might not be the best, you know. But we're going to have to put up with him. A bad injury to get at a bad time. Especially now we're going into the cup games, as we do need more reinforcements. And a player that I want is like a Dani Olmo, a cam / winger this time, not / striker. I'd rather have a winger that we could have. 23-year-old Thiago Almada, linked as the next Messi, 5'7", little bit of a magician playing his football in the MLS, as team will not sell the player, but we can negotiate directly if we pay his release clause. So, 74 million's a lot for this guy. It is quite a lot, but we do have the money, and it will be our maybe final signing as Barcelona boss in this series. So he wants a rotational, that is perfect, we'll give him that. We'll try and get him on a high contract for the next manager to do what he wants with him. Release clause, we've got to put one on him, so we'll put 100 million, seeing as we're spending 74. There we go, and he's got blonde hair now, as the wages definitely got to go up, don't it? So we'll offer 98 with a 3 million signing on bonus. That's a lot, I would say, and he's reasonable with that. Thiago Almada, straight away done, and we bring in possibly the younger Messi. Seeing as we can't get the real one, we do go ahead and do some business, as Gavi's just always pushed out the team into. He always is. 90 dribbling, 89 pace, 81 shooting. Looks like he could be a real deal, but we'll start on the bench, as I think I'm going to go same team for Elche. Or not Elche, should I say, Celta Vigo. We've got Valencia in the cup afterwards, which I think I'm going to sim, as Latium paid Ansu Fati's release clause. Thanks for seeing me, boss. He doesn't see his future here. I think you do. I think you do with a new contract. Of course, I said I would never go this low to signing them up on new contracts every time they go to leave. But this guy's Barcelona through and through, isn't he? He'd never go to Lazio in real life for 200 million. Unless Lazio were Champions League winners, as crucial. We will give him a 2-year extension, which is fine by me. No release clause is fine by me as well for this final season, as he wants big bonuses. Almost 10 million if he scores 25. That's a challenge, mate. Ansu, signed up, will stay at Barca. We want him here. His 10th place is where Celta Vigo is at. And we are going to play these despite Valencia in the cup next time out. And I think we'll go with this team. You can see I've rotated a little bit. Tagliafico's in. Delict is a bit tired, actually. I'm going to put Lenglet in, because I'll put Delict into the simulated cup game. We've got Duran in goal. Fati stays up front with Carlson and Rafinha at either side of him. good enough to win. And like I said, we've played Celta Vigo a lot recently and they've got a decent team. Livkovic, Malo, Fontan, Liam Cooper and Masusa, with Beltran, Bieza and Pepeu sitting in front. Gallardo, Callum Wilson and Moussa Dembele back up front together. I think 10th in the league is a fitting position for that team. Looks good, but I have seen stronger ones out there, as can we take an early goal? Brilliant ball down the line to Carlson, switches it across for Ansu. They're not watching, they're not picking up, and they are 1-0 down at home within 2 minutes. Ansu with another. Easy as you like. When prime Barcelona's in town, you've got to be better than that. You've got to be. More from them, as however, they are trying to put an attack together. Moussa into Fran Beltran on the edge. We'll just come across and put the pressure on a bit. Pepeu just steps over and gives it into Gallardo on the wing. Now Mwasa. Gallardo again. We had to get in with a foot right there, and it's been given as a corner. Ball bouncing all over the spot. Can Duran get another clean sheet despite not getting one out last time? Cooper over the bar. Don't know why he's there. Don't see him as a particular looking Celta Vigo player. Just not their style, as Carlson to keep running with it. Puts a low ball in to get it into the box, and Ansu steals it off from Beltran. Now into the middle. Pedri. Enzo Fernandez. Frankie de Jong's got a bit of a gap. Goes to swing. Goes down, does Frankie. And he's usually never one to get injured. But he's staying on the deck, is the captain. Oh dear. Oh dear, that is the worst player to get removed from this squad. I'm going to put Almada on for his debut straight away, but I don't like that. Frankie de Jong down as the game got stopped and they played on with the ball. I thought they whacked it to us. Not the best sportsmanship right there, as Pepeu puts it over the top. Tagliafico now in the team for a game. He's gone down. He's got the captain's armband. I mean, he is an experienced player. Always in my ear on the bench, so probably warrants it. As Ansu trying to dribble across a bit too much. Needs to remember he's up front. As Dembele has a man at the side of him. Gallardo might be a struggle in this game. Never mind future games without De Jong. As Pepeu over the top looking for Bieza. Trying to get a tackle in. Can't do so. Enzo Fernandez fighting for it and winning it in the end. Seems a quick little playmaker though, as now Pedri gets that through. Ansu Fati now down the wing into Enzo Fernandez. He's around the defence. Enzo still going. Almada making a move as it might fall to him here. On the volley. Hits Cooper. And I was hoping for a penalty, but did not strike that hand, as still on top, I'd say. And I'm happy as long as it stays this way. However, Wilson off the post. Callum Wilson loves a game against us, but he's unlucky not to score there, as Enzo takes a heavy touch. And Wilson on it again. You can see the instant difference without De Jong. We are on top, but we don't look as on top as we usually are, as it's just them making mistakes, giving us the ball back. Lost our grafterers. Good cut inside there from Mazraoui. Pass this away. Pedri, keep on running. Rafinha tries to get there, but doesn't, as Pepeu now out wide. Gallardo back inside to Fran Beltran. And Dembele on a turn, and what a goal it is! Just before the half-time whistle, Moussa Dembele strikes for the hosts. What a finish it is, and a little bit of shell shock now added to the party. It is a good hit. First time on the turn to pick out the top bin like that. Unbelievable, Jeff. Duran concedes, and in fashion, as at the half-time whistle. 1-1 now, and we've suffered a big injury. I'm panicking about this unbeaten run now, just because we've lost De Jong. Really not the player I want to be without us. They've got the ball straight away in this second half. Pepeu, get a tackle in Pedri. There we go. Charge him down, as that's around the corner. Fontaine into Hugo Mayo. Now Pepeu slowly dribbling at us over the top. Mazraoui tries to get a header in, but misses. Gallardo now with it. Can we try and get a tackle in? We don't. Mo Sawa now into Pepeu again. Tried to get a tackle in with Pedri. Ronnie Araujo has to head away. We are struggling a bit here to get a grip on this ball. Right, now we've got it. Take care with it. Caress it and go forward, as Ansu look for Rafinha, who's not been in this game at all, but he's got a bit of a run on right here against the defence. Put that over the top for Carlson. A bit too far away. Forced to Ansu. Open net. Livkovic with a huge error. Came for it. Didn't get it. Ansu did. 2-1. A good looper over the man in between the sticks as it went to the back post, headed away, and it just fell to that man. Bang, boom, done. Love it, as Thiago Almada on the ball again. Tries to go out wide. Bit of a skill move going together, as I do need to make subs in this. We've got 3 days before the Cup, which is a knockout game, and we are simming it. So, if we want to go for every trophy, we'll need fit players for a simulation, as Tagliafico with a block, hence why he's in the team today. Resting Cucurella. Zansu won't get a chance for a hat-trick, he comes straight off. De Jong's usually the one scoring in simulated games. I think I've mentioned that I'm upset with him going off just a little bit too much, as Pedri jumps in with the tackle, and Pedri, on your bike, mate, as my voice going very dry right there, but Carlson gets on it, and Thiago Almada is through the middle. Chip that over for him. Can it be a debut goal? Good chest, it can be! De Jong who? De Jong who? He says. Debut goal for the blonde-haired Thiago, of course, copying now Messi with the blonde streaks in his hair, as hopefully that's a goal-scoring streak that he started. It was a good finish though, as we've still got 20 minutes left, and I'm comfortable about the win in this one. But still thinking about future results, of course, as that's a chip blocked straight away from Beltran into Enzo Fernandez. Everyone's trying to slide that guy, as now it's through the middle. We've got the Argentines in the midfield now, as Almada's gone down. Give me a break. He's just joined, and he's down, as it might be Enzo. Oh, Dembele. It might be Enzo and Fabian in the team right now, which I never imagined. And Dani Olmo's still at the club, you know. He leaves next season when we're not here, so we could potentially play him, as what a run that is from Rafinha. Can we make it 4 to make it comfortable? No, we cannot. Carlson misses. And a whipped-in ball here right at the end of the game to possibly put pressure on. They're changing the left back as Dembele flashes it past the post, and we'll take this goal kick. Absolutely thwack it up the field. Get your head on that, please. He doesn't. But that is the end of the game, and it's a 3-1 win here at Celta Vigo's place. Good result. But again, I'm scared for the injured players. Want to instantly see them, as 4 weeks without Thiago Almada, Frenkie de Jong 2 months. Right, they're not season-ending injuries, but they are big ones, as we're going to simulate the round of 32 against Valencia as well, which is made a lot harder by the tired team. We did make some changes, which has helped us, but still not too greatly. We're going to have to put Dani Olmo on the bench, and I'll go with Gonzalez for the simulated one. Fabian straight in the team for Frenkie de Jong. It's still rather strong looking at it, actually. And Neto, I was going to put in, but I'm going to actually not. I'm going to keep playing Duran. Want him to grow as much as possible for, of course, when we go into next season, which we're not doing. But you know what I mean, I keep saying it. The next manager, that is the team for Valencia. And then we have deadline day. Please, can we stay unbeaten? No press conference. They're looking tired as well. We had a hard game against them last time, and we've lost. We're out of the Copa de España 2-1 in the first round. The first time we've ever been beaten in the first round. That's what Frenkie de Jong missing does to you. Colomwani, Rafinha and Baku. It will not be an unbeaten season in Spain. Of course, it's not in Europe anymore. And we won't win every trophy. Copa de España slips from us. Not what we wanted to see, but at least as the league we can still put more time into. But I knew as soon as we got the injury in the last game, it was going to play a part. Araujo suspended for the league as well with the yellow cards. Not great, as we've got games tomorrow. Of course, no cup games studded in now, but Bayern Munich in the Champions League after a deadline day. It's going to be a tasty one, as look at the money that was spent on Mason Mount, 120 million. Did not expect to see that, but what you expect to see now, as you can hear how I'm speaking, is the end of this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss anything in the future. And I will see you all in the next one for more fun like today. No result is guaranteed now, after we've lost again. The second time this season. We're getting bad. Take care. In a bit. And peace.